Welcome back to your favorite program, Every Child, on Amogate Radio Communications. I'm your host, Bumi Sholari. The current session is on educating every child for national development. Let me ask this question. Who is a child? A child is someone, whether a boy or a girl, no matter the gender, from age 0, that is the very day a child is given birth to, is already a child, to the age of 18. And such children need to be well taken care of. You can call the children kids, youngsters, adolescents, even newborn. Such children need to be well taken care of. They must be taken care of by parents, guardians, even the society. Because there's a saying in my place, Yoruba land, that one person gives birth to a child, but the whole community takes good care of such a child. At the end of the day, when the child turns out well, everybody benefits from him or her. Now, if you look at parenting is very, very crucial. In some cases, some parents will tell their children, do whatever I tell you to do. But in reality, children learn by imitation. It doesn't even register, do this, do that. They look up to you, they do what you are doing. For example, they do what they see you doing. And as a parent, you must be a good example to them. You must take very good care of them in terms of clothing, shelter, feeding, health, education, security, and safety. Even social life. Children want to explore. You must make sure that you are around for them to explore so that they don't stray into traps set around by evil ones. I mean, bad adults or bad influencers. You have to make sure that as a parent or as a mother or as a couple, if your husband goes to work in the morning and comes back late in the night, you as a mother, you have to be around. So that when the child goes to school, he comes back to meet you at home, to meet his lunch, eat, do his assignment, and you are duty bound to ask him, how did things go in school today? And he will gladly tell you why, because he knows that you are interested in his affair and he will open up to you. It is not every time a child misbehaves that you discipline or you scold. There are times you can just tell the child, it's okay, so but that one, next time don't do it. This is how, next time do this. And again, if you are there as a parent, you will be able to know when the child is moving or with bad guns or picking up bad manners, and you'll be able to nip such things in the bud. But if you and the parents are not always around, the child comes back from school, he stays with the neighbors, who knows what went wrong? The child may not tell the parents because he must have been tortured or threatened that if you dare report, I'll kill you. The child knows what it means to that. She doesn't want to report until the whole thing goes out of hand. So I will join our parents to make sure that as a couple, take good care of your children. Yes, I know they will not eat sand. You need to take care of them. You need to work to earn. And at the same time, you can just arrange to yourself what to do, how to handle them, how to earn. Maybe you take the child to a daycare center that is well registered with the government and they have good hands, like retired teachers, retired nurses, those who are old enough to take care of children, not those that are looking for money alone, but those that really have passion for child care. Again, if you look at these children, they are children really, but like adults, they have emotions. Psychologically, some children can be very, very troublesome. They can cry and cry and cry and cry. It is not the right thing to meet fire with fire. When they cry, try to find out why are they crying. There are times that then the child, maybe the son is nappy, or is hungry, or thirsty, or is hot, or is feeling uncomfortable because he's sick. It could be a headache. When a child cries like that, and it's not the normal thing with the child to cry all the time, the next thing is to, if you check around that you have done your best, you don't know what has gone amiss, take the child to the hospital, and you discover that it is maybe an health issue. And if you take immediate action, the child's health will be restored. Another thing I would like to talk about is that a child must have freedom of expression. Freedom of expression in the sense that he may want to explore. Children explore a lot. For example, if you take a child, you take a walk with a child along the road, the child sees the road as space for him to play. So you must make sure that you don't leave him alone. Just take care. Control the child, let him know that this is a road, and you can see cars passing, you can see all sorts of vehicular traffic. So make sure that you tell the child and take proper care of that situation. They need to explore artistically, scientifically, but under adult supervision. Because some children, they want to play with electricity. It is quite, it is dangerous though. If an adult is around, you can checkmate. Don't touch live fire. It's live wire. If you touch it, this is the result. It will result into electrocution. Okay, but I want to ask a question. Somebody invented electricity. Somebody invented aircraft and all sorts of these technical, the technological know-how that are very useful to humanity today. Yes, somebody did all that, but they were not left on their own. So what I'm saying in essence is that for our children to reach the peak of their virtues, of their values, of their potentials, adults need to be around. Adults need to be around. Even when you go to your place of work, you can arrange for a daycare center there, so that when you go to work, you're on break, you quickly come around to see your baby, to take it to, you want to breastfeed as a mother, or you want to feed, or whatever, just be there to see how the children are faring. Of course, you will do on the spot check without announcing that you're coming. You can just check on the baby. Why? Some daycare really, what do? They give children sleeping tablets, and we just pray that will end, to stop. Then talking about exploration, I will advise that from the onset, as in once a child is able to walk and start talking a little, just let the child have some all these blocks, Lego products to play with. I can remember one time I entered a supermarket, a big supermarket, and I asked the attendant that, please, I would like to have a toy that opens up children's intelligence. That was 1980. And behold, the lady went in and gave me 11 products. When you mount it, when you assemble it, it will give you a truck carrying loads. And the truck and the loads were in different parts, colors, shapes, and sizes. So I brought it home. I gave it to the person that I intended it for, and behold, he grabbed it from my hand and he started setting them aside in colors, different colors. I was looking, wow, different shapes and different sizes. At a point, he looked at the carton at the back. He realized that it was a chalk, and he just gathered everything and mounted it and started drawing it up and down. So it really helped him to grow. It developed, it opened up his intelligence, and from then he will look for biro to write, he will look for crayon to want to paint. So let our children paint, get them colored pencils, get them mold to mold. We have what do you call it? Passing the kind of mold that doesn't stain your fingers. Get them all these things and buy pencil, even their pencils. get them all this, and you'll be surprised at what they can do. They will just discreetly, before you know it, they will do something, right? And with time, they will be able to invent, because exploration leads eventually to invention. And of course, I'm saying all this, they must be well supervised now, because some of these things can be toxic. So let's be careful the way we raise our children. I want to believe that parenting really is a profession, is an occupation. If you are not ready to, I would advise that if you are not ready to parent a child to the optimum, it's better to don't veer into it, because every child is special, every child is unique, every child carries some gifts that are not common. And if you don't give these children unique time, your own time, you may not discover them. And by the time you do this and you discover them, you'll be happy. Imagine for a second, if those great men will hear their names today, if their parents didn't give them adequate supervision, the world might still be in the Stone Age today, because all those inventions that were made and humanity is enjoying today might never have come our way. So I will enjoy our parents to please educate our children, be there for them, be good exemplars for them. Don't just feel like, I'm not the only one, am I not the mother? Am I the only one that will benefit from am I the only one that will benefit from the way it turns out, the successes and the privileges you later enjoy? Don't say that. When you educate a child well, you are contributing your quota to the development of the society, of the nation, and even of the world. You can imagine today, Nelson Mandela of South Africa. If he was not well raised, he wouldn't have stood his ground that South Africa must stop apartheid. And he went to prison, he suffered, he came out, and when he came back, he said, what? I don't want to take vengeance. Let's forget about the past. And today, what happens? The South African nation is enjoying some of the benefits of what he suffered. Now, look at Chief Obafemi Awolowo, who was the first premier of Northwestern region. He did his best, first education in Africa, free education, the Liberty Stadium in Ibadan, cocoa house, and he used cocoa money, the money realized from cocoa, to do all these things, to make sure that the general populace benefited, because his government believed that once children are well educated, sky is the starting point for their development, and that, of course, enabled the Western region to move ahead. And today, the man is gone, but the legacy is left behind. We are all enjoying. So, another thing is, every child has responsibility to the society, to the school, and to the home that it belongs to, the family. We are still talking about raising a child for national development. I want us to veer into the world of music. If you can recall, Michael Jackson, that great globally known musician who recorded great feats in his field, was worth $500 million at death. And after his death, his estate has gathered about $3.5 billion. All this, the fame and the economic power, have added dignity and development to his nation, United States of America. If he was raised just anyhow, he might not have been this fulfilled and wouldn't have added much value to his national development. Again, we want to consider the sports world, the recently concluded World Football Tornado. The recently concluded World Cup Tornado was so competitive that at the end of the day, one person had to win the Golden Boot, and that was Francis Kylian Mbappe. He scored 10 goals to become first in this tournament. The next person that came second was Lionel Messi. He scored 8 goals, and that placed him second. While the third position was won by 2 players, Jude Bellingham and Erling Haaland. Both came third, scoring 7 goals each. If you look into this achievement, you discover that they have added fame and economic development to their nations. So what I'm trying to say here is that we must deliberately raise every child with rapt attention, with dedication, with devotion, everything, every gift God has given us as parents, so that we too can raise children in a way that they will add fame, they will add economic growth, social stability to their nations. However, some children were fortunate to have parents who are dedicated, who are up and doing, who are able to discover their natural talents, the gifts they are endowed with. They started off well, but along the line, perhaps because of the economic situation of their country, they couldn't continue to play such a vital role. They shouldn't just keep quiet. They can look for scholarships if their problem is financial. And if it is social, they can relocate. I'm not saying getting out of their country, but to another area that will be less burdensome to the children, that will be so conducive for them to raise their children in a way that at the end of the day, they too will emerge as assets to their nation, contributing to its development. If you look around us, especially in Nigeria, you see that a lot of young men, youths, are living outside their homes. They are touts. We are not praying to raise children in that manner. But I believe that something viable can still be done to rehabilitate them so that they too can contribute to the development of their nation. So, and then a child that is well raised, of course, will have sharp thinking, will be able to challenge children that are raised in a school, a standard school, will be able to think well, will be able to socialize well, and will have self-confidence so that anywhere they find themselves, they can rub shoulders with their mates. And this, as time goes on, will enable them to find their way to the top, where they'll be part of those who decide for their nation in such a way they too are contributing to the development of their nation. Now I'm going to take a break shortly, and when I'm back, I will enumerate responsibilities of a child to society for the national development.
At Armor Gates Training, we believe professional development should do more than inform. It should transform how people work, lead, and deliver results. That's why we support organizations through conceptual insight, practical learning, and performance evaluation right at the intersection of leadership, strategy, and institutional transformation. Our approach focuses on practical learning format that professionals can immediately apply in their workplace. At Armor Gate, we don't teach theory alone. We equip participants with real-world insight drawn from almost 2 decades of organizational transformation experience. Our programs combine multiple learning methods designed for real-time measurable results. Through seminars, we facilitate deep conversation on key subjects. Using group exercises, participants collaborate, reflect, and think strategically. With case studies, they then sharpened analytical and decision-making skills using real industry scenarios. Through relevant videos, we spark insightful discussions using relatable real-life context. All in all, every participant develops an individual work plan, ensuring the learning turns into real action after the program. Our training programs are hosted in world-class venues across global cities, including Addis Ababa, Nairobi, Mombasa, Cape Town, Dubai, Singapore, Kuala Lumpur, London, Florida, and Washington, D.C. Let's work with you to turn learning into your organization's growth. For more inquiries, call +234 807 9574 151 or WhatsApp +1 610 504 6026. Visit www.thealmorgate.org. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Almorgate. Almorgate Training, transforming knowledge, interaction, and growth.
Welcome back to our program, Educating Every Child for National Development. I said earlier on that the government of Chief Obafemi Awolowo, the first premier of Western region in Nigeria, was able to achieve so many things, so many feats for the people. We give thanks to God for that. Now, responsibilities of every child to society. Every child, as much as parents owe them duties to take good care of them, they too have responsibilities to discharge. First of all, a child that is born into a society is from a home, so he owes his parents duty to greet, to behave well, to run errands, to tidy up, to do little household chores that are meant for little children. So, but if a child dodges, if a child escapes from all these household chores, eventually it may not turn out well, because household chores enable children to be up and doing, to be responsible even outside the home. And of course, it keeps the household chores engaged, keep the children busy. And while they are doing this, they will be thinking of so many things. Like when you are sweeping the floor, you know that it's no longer dirty, and when you don't step on dirty ground or dirty floor, or when you wash your clothes, you see that the dirt is being washed away. And when it is dry, you want to iron, you do this, you do that, put on nice and neat clothes. So a child that is used to doing household chores and running errands, eventually, when he grows up to be responsible, because he's very responsible at home. When eventually this responsibility will translate to extend to the society that his family belongs to, and eventually the society, the national development will benefit from it. Now, at school, when a child reaches the age of formal age of attending school, it depends on each nation. Some nations, they start from 3 years old, some 6, it depends. But whatever the age is for every child in a particular society or country, the parents must make sure that this child is enrolled in the school and must be interested. When the child is being monitored at home and in school, the teachers are up and doing, there will be no place for him to hide. So it will be forced to cooperate with the way he's being raised up, with discipline and other things. Of course, parents should make sure that they provide the children with what they need at school, so that they will not be envious of others. They will not covet what others have that they don't have. Is it food? Take your food to school, or you pay for what you eat in school. Just make sure that your children are well kept. They don't put on tattered uniform to school. They are well dressed. They are neat, and so they can compete favorably. There will be no room for backbiting or all sorts of bad comments about the child. And of course, buy necessary books for your children. The recommended books, buy for them. When they have all these things, they will be free. They will be at liberty to socialize. And when they're able to socialize, it takes them to higher level, and they won't even think of harming others, because why should I harm you? What you have, I have it. I do my own work, you do your own work, teachers mark, we all do well. So there'll be healthy competition among the children in the school. And of course, in society, there are some society that they have about. As I was saying about the responsibilities of a child towards national development, I'm going to mention some. There are many, but I will just mention a few. The first one is honesty, which is synonymous to integrity. This contributes to the perception of the nation by the global business communities. The next one is a hardworking child. A hardworking child will become a diligent adult, contributing to the GPD and economic development of the nation. The third one is orderliness, which should be the watchword that every child must be raised with in order to create a healthy and wealthy nation. Well, at this juncture, I'm going to call it a day. Hopefully, we'll meet again next week, Tuesday, by His grace, and we'll talk more about embracing every child to become a national asset, contributing to the development of his nation. From me, your host, Commissioner, is bye for now.
Harmogate, founded in 2008 out of a desire to build transgenerational structures for organizations, institutions, and nations. We have worked with large businesses, international development organizations, and public sector ministries and agencies. Harmogate, our uniqueness is that we do not just work for you, we work with you. For example, we do not leave you to the task after sourcing talent that will help the new hire settle into robust leadership development programs. We are technical experts in advising and supporting institutions on strategy and leadership, artificial intelligence, strategic human resource management, public sector reform, finance, audit and tax, FAT, and strategic communications. We do all this and more out of a desire to transform nations through institutions and organizations. For further inquiries, email contact@theharmogate.org or call +234 810 999 6666, +234 807 957 4151, and +161 0504 6026. www.theharmogate.org. Harmogate, building to endure and transforming nations through institutions and organizations.